So we did that fundraising, and we didn't make a lot of profit, but it was something. It was like it was 10,000 baht, and it's only how much? 30. 30 baht, a dollar. So it's not much. So after that, I thought, so here's the money. And I thought, teacher, this is money, we give it to the school. He said, no, don't give it to me. You raise it, it's your responsibility to make use of it for the school, not just to give to the school. So I thought, oh, that makes sense, and I got the idea, but before that, I didn't think of that. So a few months later, the school said that we need a volleyball court. So that's how we use the money to build concrete. So that's the product of the first event. Later, I graduated with a bachelor's in English and started teaching English in a private university, and I got involved with we call it rural development camp. So undergraduates would, during university breaks, go to remote area and build schools for children. I was here. That hit the corner. So just helping, just supervising students, undergraduate students. So that's what we do school. Now, 10 years later, in 2009, the end of 2008, just a little after I found out that I got Fulbright scholarship, I was encouraged to do another fundraising, knowing that I'm going to get a big grant from Fulbright. So I want to do something, I want to invest something for my community. So I tried to find a way to raise funds in a more effective way, because that party didn't work. So, and traditionally, people would raise funds for temples, like for monasteries. And Thai people are good at making merry. So, very common that people at work, at factories, in any community, company, people would, at least once a year, once or a few times, a few years once, someone will make this kind of charity. It is called Papa, meaning that they raise funds from people in their company, their relatives, community, to give to donate to a certain temple. But later, some people thought that temple, they only use it to build pagoda, and it doesn't make people get, poor people to get richer, or to help improve people's quality of life. So people started to turn the donation, make it, instead of going to the temple, to go to school and help the community instead. So I thought that's a very good idea. But personally, I don't feel comfortable to go and ask people for a donation, even though it's for good cause. But I thought I had no choice. It's the only way to raise funds. So that's how so with this experience, I went to the school, follow the kind of project development process that started with problem analysis. I went to the school and asked what the school wanted for us to raise funds for. So this is the day that I went back to my school. After a meeting, finding out that the school needs a small computer lab and a drinking water set, a tank set, refrigerator. So in order to get people together, I get them to play some game like ice breaking game. Even though they know each other. But what I learned from university camping, rural camp from the students, students from different majors that they didn't know each other and they joined the camping. The very first few days they would do is to get to know each other, and I think it would be very good, very effective for us to do this at the beginning of our training as well. The day that we didn't quite know each other and don't recognize each other's names, use a curtain, divide into two sides, and then when you drop, each side has the same representative, like a competitor, to like the curtain. And then when you drop the curtain, they see each other, and whoever says the name of the other person first is the winner. And it's very engaging and very competitive, and people enjoy it and start learning together and have a lot of fun. So even though these people are in the same village and they know each other their whole life, they still have fun. So look at that. And another one is the game we call it fish seeking, a cat seeking a dry fish. In Thailand, people keep dry fish or smoked fish like in the kitchen, and because they don't feed their cats very well, the cat would go search for food, and they would, do anything to break to get the food. So this is, woman would be a cat, and then men would be a fish. And if the cat said meow, the fish, the men would say the name of the fish, like bayan, meow, and you say bayan. So then you have to catch. So these are the. So now I'd like to talk about this, the scheme of this fundraising. So very simple. First, you approach the people. Like I at my office, I would inform my boss and colleagues that I'm going to raise fund, and I would like to know if you are interested in joining me. And we have different prices. So if you would like to be the president of the committee, you would donate this much, like 1,000 or 500 or 100. So we have different amounts. So people would, if they say yes to donate a certain amount of money, we don't take the money yet, just to list the names. And then everybody who did the same thing at that company in Bangkok. Then when we gathered all the names, then we printed it, put it in envelope, and then send each envelope back to the person who would donate the money. The person would take the list out of the envelope and put the money in. But in my case, many people, what we did is that set up a bank account, and instead of putting money in the envelope, just let them transfer. But at least they have something to show that they. And that's one way to show transparency. So also because I come from a very big family, I have 7 sisters and 3 brothers, and I have a lot of nephews and nieces. So I got to raise funds just for my family alone was quite a lot of money. So that helped. So now during the April the 13th was kind of holiday Songkran festival in Thailand where people splash water, and it's the hottest day of the year. So we would gather all the money that we got and rally from, walk in a parade from the center of the village to the school to deliver the money, the fund that we had raised. So we would listen to music, people dance along the way, and we got into the school. This lady, 2 ladies are teachers. She was my teacher, taught me on the 5th and 6th grade. And I didn't realize how happy or how appreciated she was until I saw she wiped her tears a few times while dancing. And she would wait at the gate of the school because we, the villagers, would parade from the center of the village, and when we get to the gate of the school, they were waiting for us and receive led us to the field of the school. And the school would have children to perform some dance. And these are people who gathered in the event that we did. Also, we invited monks, traditional, to have Buddhist monks to do some chanting as a form of making merry. You will see that the white stuff of powder on my face is during Songkran festival. People would put white powder on your face. So we raised actually $7,000. I missed another zero. Yes. And we could buy a computer. This is the computer. Actually, it's the same room that we play the game, and that room was now turned into a computer lab. Yes. This is also it looks old because I asked the teacher to take picture and send me just before I get the presentation. So this is the drinking water system that they built using that money.
So is it a filtration system?
Filtration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the name of the town?
It is called Momon. The spelling was Momon. That's the name of my village. So